We're here on the field with head coach Jack Wright. Jack, a convincing victory today. What did you see from your team tonight?
I think the one thing that stands out were the big plays in the first half. Just some long passes, some long runs, some chunk plays that wound up in the end zone really were the difference in the score.
I know that I heard y'all talking at halftime. You're kind of bemoaning the fact that you'd only run, 20 plays or something in the first half, weren't able to get a lot of guys in, but you were able to hit all those chunk plays and really, y'all got killed in time of possession, I know, in the first half, but you were still piling up the yards.
You got to give them credit. Their quarterback's elusive. They got themselves in some third and mediums and third and long, and he seemed to be able to extend a play and just get them to the sticks. And he would do that 3-4 times in a row, and you look up, half the quarter's gone. So you got to give them credit. They've got some really talented kids on offense. We knew that coming in. Their quarterback was able to keep them on the field. And we hit some chunks, so that's just the way it goes.
Landon, I think, was 13 of 14 in the first half, 3 touchdowns, close to 200 yards. What was he doing tonight that was so effective?
He played really well, but the thing that stands out to me, Don, is our receivers made plays. In my history, in this conference, if you look up in any game, any team, if their receivers routinely make plays, you're going to get points. You're going to wind up with a lot of points at the end of the night. That's what happened. Our running game was fine. I thought Trey, 3 touchdowns, had a great game too. Can't overlook that. But the difference to me was all of our receivers made plays. Henderson, Coulter, Beverly, all those guys got in there and got some chunks.
Yeah, Coulter, I think, had the biggest play of the first half, 73 yards, something like that. A route down the sideline that he juggled and maintained his concentration, pulled it in, but that really, I think, got you all exploded there.
It did. It was a great play. Landon saw a seam, and you're right, JP almost dropped it. He just seemed like he juggled it for about 15 yards before he wound up getting a firm grip on it and rolling it in. He's done that several times. We just have some explosive players on offense. We're blessed. We can score from a lot of places on the field. Just a lot of fun group to coach. They work hard. They do it in practice. So I can't say that we're surprised, but it winds up just with some good points, good point totals on Thursday nights.
And when you look at the distribution, no, you can't double team anybody and take one receiver out because there's 3 other guys that are going to cause you a lot of problems.
And Landon deserves some credit for that too, for spreading the ball around and not making one receiver his sole focus. A lot of times quarterbacks can get caught up on one guy, and I've had guys do that before, but he spreads the wealth, and he's got some guys that are paying him back.
Special teams made a couple big plays, probably the play that really turned the game around most. Torian Davis strips a kick returner, and then Shadrack Tootle picks it up and waltzes into the end zone. That was a huge play.
Sometimes you get lucky. Torrin made a great play coming from behind the kick returner, stripped the ball out of his right arm. You could see it on the replay after the play, and it was just a great individual effort. And luckily for us, the ball bounced right up into Tootle's hands. He was already standing up facing the end zone, so it was an easy touchdown for him. But sometimes you get lucky on those types of plays.
Sometimes I get lucky. That play came right at me. I got lucky on that one. But you could see on the replay on the video, both Torian was kind of out of the play and hustled to get back in it and make that strip.
A lot of fans, don't pay attention to the coverage game. Punt coverage and kickoff coverage are huge plays in the game. We spend a lot of time on that. We put our best players on that. It paid off tonight.
And, be dirty, Brandon Hinds, he had one get called back. He's always dangerous in the return game.
Very, just really surprised at Brandon's kickoff return ability throughout the course of the season. Our return average has shot up this year, and it's largely because of him being able to make one guy miss. But we've got some guys on the kickoff return, too, that are really putting out great effort in their individual blocks on the coverage team for his returns.
The regulators, they were on the field 70-some-odd plays, but never really caved in. They kept battling down the field, and I think the yardage was probably closer, but they did a good job of hanging in there.
They did. A lot of open field tackles, a lot of individual effort, a lot of bodies flying around. And you got, like I said, you got to give their quarterback credit. He was able to extend some plays, but our guys kept fighting. They kept chasing. They kept pressuring. And we made enough plays to get them off the field when we needed to.
Yeah, we're able to get some negative plays and put them behind the chains in key situations and get things going. And then Javen Gibson had a safety late, which was really just icing on the cake. So we know we're going to have to travel to the playoffs. We're either going to go to Senatobia or Fulton, depending on who wins the Northwest Itawamba game tomorrow. What are your thoughts about next week?
It'll always be a high-quality opponent. Based on what happened today, we know that's down to 2 where we'll go. We'll have to travel. It'll be kind of a long trip, so we'll have to prepare for that, get our kids prepared for that. I think we can handle it well. We've got a mature group. We've handled, some adversity already this year really well. So we just got to get a plan together, come to work next week. We've got 3 days off right here. Our kids deserve it. We've had 2 games kind of sandwiched close together. So they deserve a couple of days off to take care of their body, to take a deep breath and get ready to refocus for next week.
Yeah, this is a short week game, and now you get a little breather and get guys to kind of rest up and be ready Monday to be focused and get ready for the postseason, because it's big things coming up.
Right. It'll be in a big week. We'll know more tomorrow, but a lot on the lines, from this point forward.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Here on the field with linebacker Montrell Chapman. We can call him Clubber Lang, wearing that club here. From Batesville, sophomore linebacker, great night, 12 tackles, a forced fumble. What was tonight like for the Regulators?
Tonight we were rough at the beginning, then down the line we had locked in to execute our job.
Y'all were out there for a lot of plays, 70 plays.
Yes,
offense
sir.
kept scoring really quick. How do you guys have to kind of bounce back when you're just getting right back off the bench and getting on the field?
I say we every day we'll do pursuit drills at practice, and it's got us prep for that.
Gotcha. What did their quarterback? What kind of problems did he cause y'all?
Man, he fast. I give it to him. He fast, but we just had to collapse the pocket and tackle him, go on, get him down.
What'd you see from the offense? The few minutes you all were able to sit down and watch.
They were scoring quick. They ain't give us no break. Offense was in and out. They didn't take them into plays, make a touchdown.
You guys are now headed towards a playoff. We
Yes,
don't
sir.
know where we're going. We know we're going to go up north, either to Northwest or Itawamba.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about heading into next week and getting ready for that?
I say we're gonna have Sunday off, so they're gonna get us back further in and all that. So I think we're gonna be ready and prepared for them.
You know a little bit about what the playoffs are like. What are y'all expecting next week?
Oh yeah, like you said, either out of Northwest or Illinois, we're trying to see which one of them whoever gonna come out with the win. Over the weekend, I probably look into it, watch the game a little bit.
All right, Montrell, congratulations. Good game tonight.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Here on the field with freshman quarterback Landon Varnes from Brandon. Landon from Brandon. Big game tonight. Finished with 303 total yards, 3 touchdowns. It looked like almost everything y'all tried worked tonight.
Yes, sir. I think offensive line played great all week in practice, and they prepared well. And then we came out here and they kept me off the ground. Receivers made a bunch of plays, made a bunch of game-changer plays. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple times we were down. They made a big play to put us back up. So I had a great night overall offensively.
First half, you were 13 of 14. I think I shortchanged you earlier. You had 259 yards, had 3 touchdowns. The big play, I thought, was the one to J.P. Coulter down the left sideline. What happened on that play?
We had an RPO on, and the guy over J.P. just had his eyes in the backfield and let him run right by him. So, J.P.'s a great athlete, and once he gets out in front, he can really roll. So he just kept on running.
Then you found Mace for I think a 44-yard touchdown pass. What happened on that play?
We've talked about Mason before. He's just a super athlete. If you put it around him, he's going to go make a play for you. And I really do have that faith in every single one of these receivers. So I put it around him, and he made a heck of a play. That was one of the better plays I've seen. So
I think that was probably kind of a half moss. He didn't quite go over him, but it was he jerked it right out of his hands.
That's
I think. You got to see the back side of Trey Hall a couple of times. One time for a big long run, he had over 100 yards, had a 63-yard touchdown there in the fourth quarter. He just keeps doing it.
Trey Hall, he's the most special running back in America, and I think we all talk about that around the dorm and around the facility all the time. So, him making our defense better every day at practice, and we get to watch it every day. So, it's not a surprise to us when he comes out here and does his thing, and I'm looking to see a lot more of Trey Hall doing that. So.
You might need to go apologize to the defense. I think y'all only ran like 40 plays. You kept scoring on the long passes and all that.
That's right.
Can't argue with the points, but you're making them do wind sprints basically.
Yes, sir. They came in at halftime. They were like, y'all only played 24 plays. And we just kind of like, well, let's get y'all off the field a little bit. And then the second half we picked up. We were running the football like we wanted to. And everything was kind of just going that way. So.
special teams were special tonight. You got some big plays. It's good to see that phase of the game performing for y'all.
The third phase is really one of the most important ones. If you slack on that phase, it could cost you a loss, or it could, if you're really locked in on it, could change the game and you could win it. So if you're really locked in on special teams, we got some great returners, Fox, Brandon Hinds, they can take any of them out. So I have a lot of confidence in those guys.
What you guys are, you're going to have to travel north. We don't know whether it's Northwest or Itawamba. What are you thinking about now as you're starting to get ready for that?
We're just going to get locked back in, go watch some film, and see what they got for us. You know what I'm saying? Wait till tomorrow, watch that game, and then it's nothing but work. It's a business trip once we go up north, and you know what I'm saying, we'll come back and get ready for the next one. Yeah,
if you play and win up there, there's a chance we could wind up back here in a couple weeks and hosting, depending on what happens in the other game. But that's the attitude you got to take. But right now, you're road warriors.
Yes, sir. That's right. We'll be the villain if we have to. That's fine.
Congratulations, Landon.
Thank you.